Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Adam22 Daily News Show. I know all you guys want to talk about is the fact that 6ix9ine pled guilty to 9 federal charges and will most definitely be snitching in court. It's very, very big news. Very excited to share more information about this with you guys. But first, I just have to remind you that we have all of this new merchandise on nojumper.com. You can't get this one yet. This one's not actually out yet, but at nojumper.com, you can definitely pick yourself up some of this stuff that I'm showing right here. Okay, first things, Nicki Minaj has a new video out. It's called Hard White. And no, I haven't even watched it. That's how I feel about Nicki at this point in time. I'm not even bothering to watch 5 minutes of this video. But fans are convinced that she is throwing shots at Drake in the video. That's right. There's a shot where there's a scorpion and the scorpion is like exploded. It's destroyed. And people are saying that this was created as a metaphor for Nicki showing the fact that her relationship with Drake is extremely strained, that it basically doesn't even exist anymore. People are trying to say that that's what this means, that that's what this symbolizes. Do you believe it? I don't know. I guess I'm down to go with it. I haven't seen the actual video, just like I said, but you know, I'm always down for a good theory. There are people also saying that there's a bird that falls from the sky, and people are suggesting that maybe that's some kind of shot at Cardi. I find that a little bit harder to believe, but the scorpion thing, that does seem a little bit more overt. Next, Blueface just recently went on The Breakfast Club, and he had a whole conversation with them about his label situation, and they didn't seem too excited about the fact that Blueface seemed a little bit confused about his label situation. Now, just from personal experience, when we first did that Blueface interview, I think it was back in September, it might have been a little bit after that, but I do remember that that was when Blueface had first signed a contract with Cash Money, and there was a lot of confusion by his management team, and nobody was really sure if they were happy about this news or not. Well, anyway, it seems that Wack 100 has reached out and let the world know that Blueface is not signed to a 360 deal and that his label situation is not as screwed up as it previously seemed. There was a lot of people kind of trying to do the same thing to Blueface that they did with Yachty when he went on Everyday Struggle. If you guys don't remember, when Yachty went on Everyday Struggle, he didn't really seem to know that much about his label situation, and people love to sort of turn this into clickbait articles where they just talk about how artists need to know about what they're signing to and all that kind of stuff. Well, they're trying to do the same thing to Blueface. They're trying to make it out like he has no fucking clue what he's doing. Anyway, let's check out this clip of Wack letting the world know what Blueface's label situation is.
And for the record, ain't no artist on Cash Money West. No artist in a 360 deal, nigga. I won't even allow that shit, nigga. I'm a real nigga. It's not gonna happen. I wouldn't give a fuck if I signed my worst enemy. There's no artist up under anything I'm doing in a 360 deal, nigga. If you sign the Wack, you sign the Cash Money West. Everything run back to the same umbrella as Cash Money, but what we branding out here is Cash Money West, meaning I'm signing niggas from the Midwest back to Cali and everything in between. So that's what we represent, nigga. When our artists step on stage, nigga, it's gonna be Cash Money motherfucking West. They not gonna holler Young Money, they not gonna holler, you know, Cash Money. Is gonna say Cash Money West. See, a lot of you dumb motherfuckers don't know, like you drink a Sprite, don't realize Coca-Cola on that shit.
And it's always kind of tricky in these sort of situations because you'll have somebody like Wack who in a sense is a real street dude, but he's also, you know, an industry guy, and he's helping him out while also looking out for him in various situations. I don't really know exactly what the stipulations of his deal are or anything like that, but Wack would like everyone to know, shut the fuck up, I got Blueface, it's okay. Okay, next up, we got Designer. Now, everybody out there will remember the Designer a few years back. He signed to Good Music, he had this big appearance where Panda was remixed on Kanye's album, and now he's speaking out. Yeah, it seems that Designer might be getting a little bit sick of pretending that he's all the way down with Kanye's bullshit. He posted this clip and he basically said that he's the reason why Good Music has anything going on. Now, I don't know about that, but you can definitely understand how it'd be pretty frustrating to be in Designer's position where he had this gigantic #1 hit and then he put out 2 little mixtapes afterwards, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot of movement on him putting out an album or anything like that. And it just seems that he's getting frustrated and just fed up with Kanye and all the shit that comes with dealing with Kanye on a business level. But anyway, yeah, let's just check out this Instagram clip of Designer talking about how frustrated he is with his label situation.
Nobody that's doing this shit for me, bro. Nobody that's doing this shit for me. I signed to Kanye West, the biggest nigga. That nigga's still in the world. Y'all niggas think he's the genius. Y'all niggas think all that nigga shit. Well, the mean nigga, that nigga's crazy, nigga. And the mean nigga, I've been doing only shit by myself. To me, nigga, I brought good music back, nigga. And everybody know that, nigga.
All right, ready for some dumb shit? Well, you'll probably remember this girl who it was said got a tattoo of Harry Styles on her face by the same person who actually tattoos me, Romeo Lacoste. Well, everybody in the media reported on this story as if it was a real thing, as if this girl really got this fucking tattoo. And the whole time, even though I tweeted it, even though I got some retweets off it, the whole time I was just thinking, do you people seriously believe this? This is not what a tattoo looks like after it gets done. It's always all bloody and puffed out. It's disgusting. After you get a tattoo done, it is fucking gross. This looks like what it actually is. It's someone who drew with a fucking pen or something on her face. It's absolutely not a tattoo. I don't know how the hell anybody fell for this, but anyway, now everybody's running stories like, oh look, this wasn't real. You should have known it wasn't real in the first place. And I hate that so many of the stories that I cover on here end up basically being like, oh, look, this thing happened, but we don't know. It might be fake. Or, hey, look, this thing that everybody thought was really cool or really interesting, well, nope, it's fake. Welcome to the world we live in. This would not have been possible just a few years ago. Nobody has trust in anything. This is our new reality. Okay, how about a couple of music videos before we just get into this bullshit? T Grizzly, he's got a new one out. It's called God First. Pretty solid. I like it. We're not going to play any part of it because we don't want to get copy striked, but good video. And then kind of something a little bit different. Here's an artist. Her name is Candy, and the song is called Bankhead. And you can see it just playing right there. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've actually made it to the end of the video, but I'm very, very curious. I'm really, really fascinated by this. This is some wild stuff, but it's very progressive. It's very good for the hip hop community, right? All right, you tell me what you think. Okay, finally, let's get right into what you guys really want to talk about. 6ix9ine has pled guilty to 9 federal charges in court. At least so far, the majority of the testimony that has been coming out, everybody from TMZ to whoever, they've been reporting on this, and they are freaking the fuck out because they have actual quotes of 6ix9ine snitching on not only himself but the rest of his gang. Remember yesterday how I was saying, like, does this even make any sense? We were confused yesterday because it was like 6ix9ine was snitching on his boys to save himself. Well, now from the looks of it, yeah, he was snitching on himself, but he must have had such a rock solid case against him that he felt like this was the only possible way for him to get out of this without just accepting like a 20 or 30-year deal. Yeah, it seems that so far we're seeing 6ix9ine confess to the whole Chief Keef shooting. He's admitting that he paid one of his associates to run up on Chief Keef in an attempt to shoot him because of the disrespect that he felt that he had incurred from Keef. So after months and months of everybody wondering, would 6ix9ine snitch in court, it turns out that he actually is. I am of the opinion that this probably makes him the most high-profile hip-hop snitch of all time. Now, that's quite a mantle to wear, and it's also just quite incredible to think about how all of this shit occurred in like the last year and a half. Even that is probably longer than it actually took. 6ix9ine came out, got to like 15 million followers, put out all these giant billboard smashes, but he just couldn't help himself. He just felt the need to get wrapped up in the gangster shit. It's the worst thing you could possibly do, honestly. If you get into a position where you're having a bit of success, what do? You don't run into the arms of gang members. You run away from that stuff. You get security, you do that kind of thing. You do not need to put yourself in these kind of positions. And we don't actually know all of the different information about this whole case yet, but it would appear that 6ix9ine's also being implicated in shipping and the selling of large quantities of drugs. And they've been mentioning stuff like fentanyl. I'm gonna be real with you. I had heard people say, like, back in the day, or, you know, even kind of recently, like, saying, hey, 6ix9ine, he's really in the streets. He really did this. He really does that. I always just took that information and just balled it up inside because it almost seemed a little too hard to believe. But here we are, and they're talking about it in court, and the FBI apparently knows about it, and shit is just going crazy. Now, obviously, everybody is having feelings about this. One person who stands out in particular is 6ix9ine's baby mama, Sarah. She's saying that she doesn't want 6ix9ine to have anything to do with the child's life at this point. She feels like by him snitching, she's putting her whole family in danger. Who knows what's going to happen to her and their kid and everything like that. And I guess she's got a point. You know, he has definitely put the family in a bit of danger, so it's kind of understandable that she feels this way. One person that I'm looking forward to hearing from is Jade, the girl that he bought the fucking Range Rover for. Is she going to be sticking around for like 10 years until he gets out of jail? We don't know. I'm going to be honest. I kind of doubt it. And I think she's probably keeping the car too. Let's just take an actual look at this quote from 6ix9ine about the Chief Keef shooting. In court, he said, I paid a person to shoot at a rival member of 9 Trey to scare him. The shooting took place in Manhattan. I did this to maintain or increase my own standing in 9 Trey. He admits knowing a fellow gang member was the trigger man. And he also, apparently, this is just all according to the TMZ article, which I'm just browsing now, he admitted to selling a kilo of heroin in 2017, which that alone is kind of crazy, because if you think about it, like 6ix9ine went on the No Jumper podcast and talked about how he used to sell heroin. That was in 2017. That was before he even blew up as a rapper. That's very important to keep in mind, that as a rapper, you're putting yourself out there, you're admitting to all this criminal wrongdoing. In your eyes, it might be something that's distant in the past, but in the authorities' eyes, they're still gonna charge you with that shit. So I guess all I'm saying is, if you're gonna be a rapper and you're gonna do illegal shit and go out and talk about it, please be careful. Anyway, that's been the news. I'm Adam22. Thank you very, very much for tuning in. Please head on over to nojumper.com, cop some merch, and yeah, we will be back very, very soon with more news. Thank you very, very much to everybody who watched this. Please click the like button, drop a comment down below, and I will see you guys very, very soon.